So Vallabhaneni Vamsi is arrested now. On which case he has been arrested, and what's the reason behind his arrest?
The first reason is, see, he kidnapped Satyavardhan, a Dalit guy from the TDP Gannavaram party office, and later he kidnapped him, and later he was the part of the office attack. Later the party of office was set ablaze by TDP, Vallabhaneni Vamsi. That is the main accused. He is the main accused in that case. Earlier he was A71 when YSRCP is in power, but now he is the main culprit of that one. Now he is A1. So this is the main case of Vallabhaneni Vamsi. Apart from that, they were vulgarly talked in front of media, and they derogatorily commented Nara Chandrababu Naidu wife. And the first time in the media present, Nara Chandrababu Naidu ji got into tears in the publicly itself. That is not at all acceptable. That is really insane, because those comments belongs to his family. So they never been into politics, they never been into anything, but
Sridhar ji, sorry to disturb you, but I have a very important question. The very same Vallabhaneni Vamsi is a dearest friend of Junior NTR.
Yes.
Vallabhaneni Vamsi is a dearest follower and the grand cult follower of Paritala family.
Yes.
Vallabhaneni Vamsi has spent n number of days and n number of hours in Chandrababu's house and his personal team. After this many opportunities from a party, why he has changed? What can we think that he changed the party?
Especially Vallabhaneni Vamsi was into a lot of scams.
Okay.
So YSRCP was in power, and his main and close brother Kodali Nani, I think, introduced to Jagan. I think that's the reason he was part of YSRCP. But he should resign and go YSRCP. There is no problem at all. But unnecessary comments on Chandrababuji's Bhuvaneshwari, and comments on Bhuvaneshwari Garu, and comments on Chandrababu Naidu Garu, and unnecessary comments on Lokesh also. And this duo, this lynch mob of YSRCP batch, Kodali Nani and Vamsi, they were talking like anything in front of media.
Very abusive
words, and very abusive words, not at all acceptable to society. But the main reason he is into jail today because of the party issue office.
Actually, when we watch that Siddham speeches, YS Jagan has conducted a crowd pulling events called Siddham during the election 2024 election. YS Jagan has mentioned that his party is more related and into the hearts of Dalits.
Yes.
But whereas many of the prominent leaders from YSRCP has allegedly murdered, kidnapped, and they have done n number of atrocities on Dalits. How can we see this?
See, that's the reason. See, all the Dalits moved to TDP this time. Not only Dalits, remaining all the caste equations are gone to TDP because of this lynch mob group, because they are coming to media and talking all the nonsense, rubbish words and bad words. So people are never accepted these things. So these indirectly, these four lynch mob directly helped Chandrababu Naidu ji to get into power. There is no doubt about that, because they were talking with big grade heroines also. So they come into the media, they don't know even politics also, but they come into the YouTube medias and all this nonsense talking about all the ministers, all the ex MLAs and all these things, especially on Chandrababu Naidu, Pawan Kalyan and Nara Lokesh.
Actually, senior most politician in this trio, either we may take it Chandrababu ji or Pawan Kalyan or Nara Lokesh. In this trio, the senior most person and the most experienced person is Chandrababu Naidu garu.
Yes.
But whereas if we see the hardliners are Pawan Kalyan and Nara Lokesh. Will Nara Lokesh and Pawan Kalyan leave these three culprits?
See, Nara Lokesh clearly said before the elections, we will never leave these persons. Already we have noted these names in the red book, like who derogatorily commented on TDP cadre and supporters before, when YSRCP is in power. They clearly told, because whoever is doing all these nonsense, they will be never ever leave, and definitely one by one they will go to jail. There is no doubt about that. Today it's Vallabhaneni Vamsi, maybe tomorrow or very soon it's Kodali Nani, the second person will go definitely, because he created casinos, he created a lot of scams and sand scams, all these scams. Definitely he will go.
One more thing here, you have talked about Kodali Nani and Vallabhaneni Vamsi, but everyone are missing a very prominent person who is Perni Nani.
He'll also, he's already.
Because he even see, any politician are involved in scams. 90% of Indian politicians have cases on them regarding scams. It's a fact.
Correct.
People may accept it or not, but every parliamentarian or every assembly holder has some or the other case on them, which is involving money rather than murder or anything. The scams are allegedly on MLAs and MPs, but whereas Perni Nani is the unique person who even robbed the ration rice from the people.
Correct. Even robbed, and he will definitely, he is already into that ration rice scam.
Mafia
scam. Definitely he will also go. There is no doubt about that, because we were talking, there are 4 nanis. One is Ala Nani, anyway, he recently jumped into TDP.
Yeah.
But he was never controversial.
No, Ala Nani is a very diplomatic.
He was never confidential. And the one more guy, the ex-MP of Vijayawada, Kesanan Nani and Perni Nani and Kodalani. These 3 nanis will definitely pay for it. There is no doubt about it.
Even Perni Nani in recent past 1.5 month in a press meet, he said that my wife, his wife name was involved in the case, whereas Chandrababu Naidu with a big heart told them that women from the houses of politicians or any other people, women should not be involved in any of these legal issues. If at all there is any illegality done by Perni Nani should be treated in a very harsh way in legal circumstances, but no involvement of women should be done. This was said by Chandrababu Naidu, and this entire thing was not said by TDP person, it was said by the very own Perni Nani. How can we see this?
See, that is the real diplomacy of Chandrababu Naidu, because he respected women. He respects women. That is the reason he wanted that his family shouldn't go, and they have to respect. But when it comes to these guys, this lynch mob, they always targeted their family. Nara Lokesh family, Pawan Kalyan family, and Chandrababu Naidu wife, Chandrababu Naidu family, and everyone.
In fact, sorry to disturb.
Yeah.
When the matter comes to Pawan Kalyan, the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, there is a specific person called Duvada Srinivas.
Correct.
He told that being in a Hindu family, coming from a particular community, you have to be a single woman married person. He speak a number of hell lot of nonsense. But today he is allegedly moving with another woman. How can we see this?
See, actually,
there is a very famous dialogue which is even used in memes said by Narendra Modi ji. Hypocrisy ki bhi seemaएं होती है.
Correct. Because see, actually, when we are behaving in front of media, we have to be diplomatic and good. Because this Duvada Srinivas and Divya Madhuri, I think her name, right? They were like see, they were doing all the nonsense in front of media, dancing and all these things. That is not at all acceptable. Because this YouTube have also come with such guidelines, they should block them.
Sir, I have a doubt in this entire Duvada Srinivas and the women's issue is, if now we are seeing many cases, sir. Example, Atul Subhash.
Correct.
There are a number of cases which we are seeing daily. How law is acting on them.
Yes.
Why this Srinivas is not going behind bars? Because he cheated his own wife. He abused his own wife. He abused his own daughters in front of cameras when every media was present over there. Why Atul Subhash is affected? Why this Duvada Srinivas is not affected?
See, when YSR CP was in power, so they neglected all these things. Still, but still there are chances to go him out of bar. There is no doubt about that, but they should behave respectably in front of media, not with all these nonsenses.
So coming back to main topic, what would be the circumstances of Kodali Nani? Because Perni Nani he did a different type of scams. Vallabhaneni Vamsi has done different kind of scams. See, 3 of them are criminals. There is no doubt about it.
This is a lynch mob.
Yeah, there is no. I can't say that word. 3 of them are 100% hardcore criminals. There is no doubt about it. But the kind of things done by Kodali Nani, the abusive language what he used, or that casino, or whether it may be allegedly murders done by YSRCP in the Gudivada constituency. There are many other things. Even if we go for this drugs issue,
Yes.
Three of them were either we may take Kodali Nani, Perni Nani, or Vallabhaneni. Three people's names were also included. But whereas the abusive language was started by Kodali Nani.
Yes, correct.
He was the founder of that abusive language in media.
Yes, yes.
Openly. See, any other person, whether it may be Ranveer Aliabadia or whether it may be any person, will use a bit of foul language in their very personal and private spaces rather than in a public space or in a media space. Kodali Nani should be considered the founder of abusive language in media platform.
There is no doubt about that, because a lot of people say him the Gutka batch. I heard in a lot of newspapers also.
Yeah, that is a personal link.
Yeah, personal, but see, he should respect women. He should behave gently, because he was an MLA at that time.
Yeah,
he was a minister.
Yeah.
He was a minister. Being a minister, he should talk gently and nicely, see, in front of media. But the vulgar language Kodali Nani was using, it was not at all acceptable. That was really insane, worst language. If children or somebody sees, definitely they will switch off the TVs or mobiles, whatever they want. That kind of batch, Jagan developed it. See, the reason I told you the example Departed is, the crime mafia based movie, he has developed lynch mob, so that, all these, whenever something goes wrong, so they will come and attack personally. So not politically. So they will attack personally, their children, their, family. That is not good for the society, not good for the nation. If you have some issues, definitely you ask them. So there is a scam, just, just involve it. There is a, there is nothing going to the people, then ask in the assembly, but not to the personal level.
One more thing, sir, this casino issue of Kodali Nani, how can we see this? Because according to Indian law, casino should be conducted only on water.
Correct.
That's law. No one can breach it.
No one can breach it. But see, not only casino, they have did n number of scams in Andhra Pradesh when Gudivada was the capital of all these things, because he was representing Gudivada and Vallabhaneni Vamsi was representing Gannavaram. But good politicians like Puchalapalli Sundaraya also got elected from Gannavaram. See the difference. One good guy and one criminal guy.
One more thing, sir. Kodali Nani, whenever I remember Kodali Nani, he was also once a cult fan of TDP.
Yes.
See, Perni Nani, from the first he was not in TDP. But whereas Vallabhaneni Vamsi and Kodali Nani were in TDP. So what can we take the reason that they came out of TDP?
I suspect, maybe Kodali Nani is the person who brings, Vamsi into the YSRCP, because see, anyway, Vamsi wants money, all the illegal atrocities and kidnapping, abducting, land grabbing, these are Vamsi's main responsibilities.
Okay.
These are main duties of Vamsi, so that everyone both are in same sync, and their supreme also in both sync. So all wants in the same platform. So that's the reason maybe, actually he was very close to Junior NTR and Hari Krishna and
Yes.
TDP family also. Even though they both are, in YSRCP, because YSRCP was in power.
In fact, both Kodali Nani and Vallabhaneni Vamsi are the dearest friends of Junior NTR.
Yes, dearest friends of Junior NTR. But, I think, at least that is not good at all, because they produced one movie also, I think
Others, yeah.
Yeah.
They were produced by both of the friends.
Both of the friends. But, so the common, platform meets both of them. So that's the reason they are into YSRCP. And it has been encouraged by YS Jagan. There is no doubt about that. Not only these two people, many other influencers also involved in all these kind of nonsense in front of YouTube. They talk very derogatory words, which is not at all acceptable.
There is one more person from YSRCP who from first he was saying that I belong to Ramdas Athwale party, the Republican party, and then he came back to YSRCP. He was also arrested and he is given the very good treatment which is needed to him. How can we see that?
Definitely, because if he is RPI, then you belong to RPI only. But if you belong to different party, then you have to go to the guidelines of the party. If you do all this nonsense kind of thing, definitely people will never. Rajesh, right.
No, that's not Mahasena Rajesh is a different person.
Guy. What is the guy name? I forgot.
Sorry, even I also forgot.
Okay, that's leave about him. But at least if you are following one party, just stick to that RPI only. But if you are coming and do all this nonsense, definitely people and law will not accept. Law will take its own course of action. There is no doubt about it.
Sir, when the matter comes to specifically to Perni Nani is one of the person who targeted Pawan Kalyan, because Pawan Kalyan and Peni Nani belongs to a specific community.
Correct.
Kodali Nani and Vallabhaneni Vamsi were encouraged for their abusive language because Chandrababu Naidu, Nara Lokesh, Vallabhaneni Vamsi and Kodali Nani belongs to a specific community. Every leaders who take on the other opposition leader should be belonging to their community. This was the strategy used by YS Jagan. How can we see this?
No, but all the strategy has been failed. See, all the Dalits or upper caste or Kapu community or whoever it is, all single-handedly voted for TDP.
In fact, minorities.
Even minorities, no doubt about that, because see, the foul language used by these persons really affected, indirectly helped Chandrababu Naidu to come into power, because whenever we on this kind of media, they started with all the vulgar language only. They start all with vulgar language, family attacks and all these things. Really people got vested with all this kind of bad language.
One more thing, sir, whenever I heard the name of Kodal Nani, I remember one thing. There was an attack on Ma Durga's temple in Andhra Pradesh. The alleged people attacked Ma Durga's idol. They broke the idol. They took away 2 silver lions.
Yes.
When media went to Kodali Nani and questioned him because he is a minister,
yes,
sir, this is the unfortunate thing happened in the state. How would the government would react to it? Kodali Nani, without any hesitation, without taking a single minute of gap to the question, he openly said that if 2 lions, silver lions have lost, get them, let them go. We'll buy 4, which means no divinity.
No divinity, nothing is there, only just vulgarity and talking in the vulgar language.
In fact, when Ramatirtham also, Kodali Nani spoke hell lot of things.
Correct, that is true.
When Lord Rama's idol was
yes, because especially this Kodali Nani and Vallabhaneni Vamsi, they need a psychological treatment. There is no doubt about that. Why they are using so much of vulgar languages? So if you go and consult any psychologist, they will definitely start treating from them. In fact, Kodali Nani mentioned Erragadda many times. He must go to Erragadda. There is no doubt about that.
See, people also say that Kodali Nani is going through a very hard health difficulty. That is the reason why TDP is not taking hard hands on Kodali Nani. Is this true?
Maybe, I don't know exactly, but what consequences he is going. Maybe health-wise, even I heard that he is not in a good condition. So it might be true, because you see, actually, whenever the health condition is not good, anyway, court has to grant the possible, alternatives for him. So definitely, maybe TDP is in thinking like that. Otherwise, he will be the first to arrest.
So, coming to current situation, Vallabhaneni Vamsi is arrested on a proper legal case. What would be the future of Vallabhaneni Vamsi?
See, actually, he threatened Satyavardhan. Then he withdrew the case. After that, when the TDP government came into power again, he submitted all the documents to the Honorable Court. Then definitely, minimum I expect 10 years jail term for Vallabhaneni Vamsi or more than that. There is no doubt about that, because there is a strong evidence on him. That's the reason, police from Vijayawada came to this high-tech Raidurgam police station. They informed it and they took him back.
Paritala Sunita Garu, in one of her interviews, said that I have called Vallabhaneni Vamsi's wife and I have given an advice to her that please tell your husband that don't repeat such things to happen again, or don't use the abusive language towards women. She has given her advices. Paritala Sunita Garu has said that even Vamsi's wife is unable to accept the things what is being done by Vallabhaneni Vamsi. Now, the very own wife of Vallabhaneni Vamsi came out and said that this government is doing vendetta politics. My husband is gold, my husband is silver, my husband is diamond. How can you see this?
No, she cannot say that, because there is a perfect evidence on him. The Satyavardhan already submitted to the Honorable Court. And we have seen, commenting Nara Bhuvaneshwar Garu, she is never ever involved in politics.
True.
But personal attacks are very bad. We have seen in the media.
And that too the age.
So you respect her, you respect women. If you don't respect women, how can you respect your own women? There is no doubt about that. He has, see, we have seen so many interviews, like, talking on their family and vulgar language. then what is the
In
doubt?
fact, during Corona, Nara Lokesh was doing a Zoom meeting with school students,
Yeah.
subject to be corrected.
Correct.
School students or college students. He was telling some good about how to study or how to plan the career.
Yes.
He was doing his own work. Allegedly, both of the persons, so is Kodali Nani and Vallabhaneni Vamsi, both of them entered that Zoom
fake IDs,
meeting,
to fake
Zoom
IDs.
ID with
Yes.
fake IDs, and
Yeah.
they started abusing him.
That is not at all acceptable. That is not at all acceptable. That is not good for them also, because if you are in politics, you should behave decently, gently. Otherwise, entering in the Zoom calls, entering in the public calls, because that is always recorded, right? So if you scold them, definitely there is a proof for the court now. You can produce, all these things. So definitely it is very serious, issue for the Vallabhaneni.
No, at least being a public representative for more than a decade, both of them, either it may be Vallabhaneni Vamsi or it may be Kodali Nani, both of them have been a public representative for more than a decade. Don't they have the common sense that people of underage, which means the
Yes,
students are listening
students.
to our conversations, what would they feel? They don't have that minimum basic sense. How should, why, my question is, why such people are being given B forms?
No, actually, in fact, Nara Lokesh in one of the meetings, public meetings, clearly told, we did a mistake giving a Lok Sabha seat offer to Vallabhaneni Vamsi. Even I never seen, comments on Kodali Nani, but they should respect, at least, they have to behave gently. I don't know, definitely they should be, they should get a treatment in Eragata hospital. There is no doubt about that, because being such a vulgar language, being filthy, that is not at all good for the society.
Actually, to say openly about Vallabhaneni Vamsi is what I saw with my own eyes.
Yes.
I am telling an incident which I saw with my own eyes. He was like serving food in Paritala's home.
Yes, okay.
That was the situation of Vallabhaneni Vamsi.
Yes.
When he was not in power or when he was having tough times.
Yes.
He served the food to guests who came to eat on Paritala Sunita's house.
Yes,
It
yes.
was his position, and the very same person is using abusive words to Chandrababu Naidu's wife. What gave him that confidence? My doubt is that. Because he know the consequences. If at all TDP government comes again, or the trio BJP, Janasena and TDP comes again, he very well know the consequences what he is going to face.
Maybe.
But still from where he got that confidence? That's my doubt.
They have a confidence that only YSR Jagan will come into power. That's the reason they have been doing all this nonsense. Otherwise, they could have some common sense. They will never do that.
Sir, one more, my doubt is, if at all YSRCP was in Telangana, people would have revolted in a very strong manner. That's my
Definitely, because we have seen one incident in Mahbubad. So there were YSRCP Gundas for attacking with stones in the railway station during the agitation. Definitely people could have come very harshly here. But people are tired, vexed actually. People of Andhra Pradesh are very clever and resilient. They are tired with all these vulgar comments by these mob lynch.
So, one more thing, sir. What would be the future of Perni Nani? Because Perni Nani was targeting Pawan Kalyan. See, maybe due to hierarchy or the family legacy or taking a number of factors to count, Nara Lokesh and Chandrababu Naidu Garu may act diplomatically. Being a power star or an angry young man, Pawan Kalyan when he targets Perni Nani, what would be the situation?
Perni Nani shouldn't come out of his home, because Pawan Kalyan has such a huge fan base, not only in Telangana, not only in Andhra Pradesh, like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu also is good fan now.
Yeah.
Now he is roaming all over the Tamil Nadu temples, because BJP is projecting as a South.
He is a shadow in charge of South India.
South India. If really Pawan Kalyan Garu wants, Perni Nani will not come out of the home. There is no doubt about that. But see, actually there are some quotations, right? Barking dogs. He left it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in fact, there is one more fact should be discussed in front of people, that Perni Nani, after doing hell lot of nonsense in the state, he made his son to stand in the elections.
Yes.
He even lost.
Even last, because he not only Perni Nani son,
No, he himself got spoiled. He even spoiling his
son's career also. Because of him, his son's career also got lost.
Yeah.
But that is, see, because of his derogatory comments on everyone, Pawan Kalyan, Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Lokesh Garu. So, and they involved some other big grade heroines also. So they were talking like they were coming to the YouTube channel, small YouTube channels, and they were talking very vulgarly. So people cannot watch. Actually, they were talking like a pornography channel. There is no doubt about that, because see, if we cannot go and watch news also with this kind of people.
When a specific person from YSRCP is inviting us for a press meet, we were worried that what we have to listen in this press meet. Is this press meet or something else?
Correct. Because they use Telugu utterly words, because we cannot talk here, but utter Telugu words they have used in the media language. I don't know what censorship is YouTube is giving. Really, they should block all these, report all these channels first.
So one more thing, sir. People from YSRCP are complaining on TDP that Red Book is nothing but the murdering of Constitution, and Nara Lokesh, or whether it may be Chandrababu Naidu garu, or whether it may be Pawan Kalyan, this trio is doing vendetta politics. This is the allegation made by YSRCP. What's your take on this?
See, Nara Lokesh garu clearly said what is Red Book. So whoever harassed and TDP supporters and workers, their names are in the Red Book. So, but it doesn't go against the Constitution. See, now law is taking its own course of action. Even though Vamsi name is in the Red Book, but he has done so many wrong things, right? That's why he is in jail today. He was set ablaze, the TDP Gannavaram party office, who gave good career in Telugu Desam party.
Yes.
So that man, he should think first. So because of Telugu Desam party, he was an MLA first. Even though he lost Lok Sabha seat of Vijayawada, then party recognized him and gave Gannavaram MLA seat.
Yes.
He couldn't recognize that also. That is his own mentality.
In fact, the very own TDP cadre in the wave of 2019, where YS Jagan have got 151 seats, Kodali Nani won.
Yes.
Sorry for the mistake. Vallabhaneni Vamsi has won the Gannavaram constituency with TDP B form.
Correct.
Like when this trio will get targeted, like Perni Nani, Kodali Nani, and Vallabhaneni Vamsi, anyhow he is behind the bars.
Kesari Nani knows.
Okay. So who will be the next target?
In my opinion, the next target will be Kodali Nani. There is no doubt, because already Perni Nani issue is going on. The scam is already going on, and a lot of inquiries also going on. I think my opinion, the next target would be Kodali Nani. There is no doubt about that.
Sir, we are going a bit off topic, but what would be the situation of Anil Kumar Yadav? Even he was very aggressive by his words.
Right. Anil Kumar Yadav, Roja, Ambati also, like you see, definitely, everyone has to face it, because all they did very strong. Scams. Everyone has scams, history. There is no doubt about that. Anyway, law will take its own course of action. Definitely, one by one, everyone will go, because they were not at all accepted. They all got defeated.
And the legendary A2 Vijay Reddy has retired from politics.
Yes, because he got vested. I think he got vested because of Jagan, or because of whatever it is.
Sir, what's Sajjala's plan on this? Because Sajjal Ramakrishna Reddy is the key person behind all these press meets.
Yes.
People who came out of YSRCP after the loss, many of the women leaders have also told that the entire press meet what we conduct, each and every line are being written in Jagan's palace.
Correct.
Tadepalli Palace.
Correct.
And it was written by Sajjal Ramakrishna Reddy, and Sajjal Ramakrishna Reddy takes approval from Jagan Mohan Reddy, and it will be forwarded to concerned person who have to take the press meet. If at all, if these three or the names which we have discussed are culprits, then the person who made them to talk like this, what will be the situation of him? The person is Sajjal Ramakrishna Reddy.
Definitely, because now whatever the script comes from YS Jagan to Sajjala, and after Sajjala approves only, that will come to this batch. Definitely, Sajjala is the main culprit. There is no doubt, because he is preparing all the speeches. These are not at all acceptable. He will be the culprit. There is no doubt about that. These are culprits. He is the culprit.
In fact, Sajjala's son was social media chief of YSRCP.
Right.
So he is also absconding from the country.
Correct. Because see, actually they n number of useless, vulgar posts. We cannot even talk here. They posted on social media. Forget about this, especially in the YouTube channels, news channels, that they were talking like anything. But social media posts, they were not at all good. They were vulgar posts on social media.
So, coming to the conclusion, sir, what would be the future of Andhra Pradesh? Because developmental activities are going on their own path. I am not saying that no development is happening, only vendetta politics is being conducted. No, I don't accept that, because Amaravati is getting cleaned again. Process have started.
Yes.
The seeding of the development has started. Everything has started. But what would be the situation of YSRCP? Because when 2020, when the other elections comes, 2029 elections comes, will the YSRCP party stay alive?
See, definitely YSRCP will not be alive. They already lost its ground. Definitely they will be worst in the future also, there is no doubt, because the development is going in Andhra Pradesh, especially under the leadership of Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu and with the supervision of Modi ji, because they are getting good grants from the center. So what you require? If you get good grants from center, definitely state will grow like anything. The future of Andhra Pradesh will be really good. There is no doubt about that. These YSRCP Gundas, YSRCP parties will be ruined out of from the Andhra Pradesh.
Sir, we have a very interesting questions from one of our viewer. He just messaged to us.
Sure.
My PCR has given me the input.
Yeah.
People who are watching this are asking that what will be the situation like Jagan is not coming to assembly. Speaker is very hardcore person of TDP.
Yes.
And vice speaker is also Raghuram Krishnan Raj garu.
They torture him like anything, really.
Yeah. Being an MP, he faced very hard.
Speaker can take his own action. Definitely he can suspend. Definitely if YS Jagan is not coming to assembly, what he can do to the constituency?
True.
Right? He is ignoring the constituency. Already he lost its moral ground. Then definitely he will again lose all the power in the future. It will, TDP or its alliances will clean sweep the next election also. There is no doubt about that.
No, sir. One of our viewer is asking that will Jagan come to assembly, because Ayanna Pathrudu garu will not.
Definitely he has to come. Actually,
no. I have to complete my question first.
Yes.
Ayanna Pathrudu garu will not be silent if at all Jagan comes.
Yes.
Raghuram Krishnan Raj garu is waiting like anything.
Right.
He is having a Red Bull and he is waiting.
Correct.
In fact, Acham Naidu garu, who was former president of TDP,
yeah.
He also said that I want 1 hour. That's my wish in this assembly house. What would be, see, people, I mean, like, these people are very small people. Either we may take Kodal Nani, Perni Nani, Alda Nani,
actually,
any Nani. These are small mushrooms.
Right, junior psycho. They were treating PDP as strategy. These are junior psychos.
Yeah. These are mushrooms under a big tree called YS Jagan.
Correct.
So, mushrooms are facing this kind of tough times. What would be the big tree would face when he comes to assembly?
Definitely, there will be a big challenge for the TDP also. Definitely he has to come. If he has respect on the constitution, definitely he must come. Then he has to answerable to the people of the constituency also. I think he will come.
No, my question is, what would be his situation if he comes to assembly?
Definitely he has to face it.
No. Why? Because he has spoken very vulnerable language even in assembly.
Yes. Then he has but TDP will not speak again the vulnerable language, but he has to answerable to the opposition. As being opposition leader, he has to be answerable.
No, he is just an MLA. He is not an opposition.
Not opposition. Sorry, Janasena is the opposition, I think. Right. But at least but Janasena they are
an MLA.
Pulivendala MLA. But anyway, see, he is not opposition, but still he is answerable to the society, public and his constituency main.
So, sir, before the conclusion of this today's discussion, even Laddu issue has also come to a very important mild turn.
Correct.
Because 3 people are arrested.
Yes.
If at all it has been proved,
yes,
and Jagan has been named as culprit in that Laddu issue,
yes,
what would be his situation?
He will go to the jail. There is no doubt, because he has so many cases. Not only Laddu issue is small issue for him, because he's so many cases.
Sir, see, Laddu issue may be a small issue for Jagan Mohan Reddy.
Right.
But it's not
No,
a
it's
small
not,
issue for
because
entire India.
He insulted all the Hindus of the country first.
100%.
He insulted all the countries. That's the reason lot of requests came. We should implement Sanatana board and all these things. But he insulted Hindus like anything, because that animal fat is not at all acceptable. That is really stupid thing he did, because at least the sentiments of Hindus are devastated there.
One more thing, sir. When I recently, after elections, I went for Delhi and Uttarakhand. I was there for, in fact, 2 months.
Okay.
1 month in Delhi. I was there. I was in Uttarakhand for 1 month because of my personal things. One of my friend, when this entire Laddu issue came up,
Yes.
he called me and he said that there is a rumor which is said that 1800 laddus from TTD have been sent to Ayodhya
Okay.
during the inauguration.
Okay.
If this is done, he
Yes.
said that I heard this.
Yes. Yes.
If at all that 1800 laddus were sent by TTD to the opening of Ram Lalla's Ayodhya's temple, in fact that entire program which was done on January is also not a good thing which has happened, because in Ram Lalla's temple, if at all cow fat and pig fat, it's not a correct thing. What do you say?
Correct. But see, really, that itself shows, it's very bad to that, that area, that, whatever he is forwarded to temples and all these things. Because, see, that animal fat, which is not at all acceptable in the Laddus, because, it's a very unfortunate thing. I don't know that kind of mentality. Y.S. Jagan really is a psycho. There is no doubt about that. Because, see, lot of Hindus are, there. Lot of people, it's going abroad also. If you like, for the money's sake, for the contractor commission sake, you have given the ghee to some ordinary persons. So
Yes.
that itself shows, you have ruined your own thing.
Sir, for commission sake, I would like to raise a very serious concern. Sir, even Chandrababu Naidu Garu has also a dairy industry.
Correct.
He is
Heritage.
He also has a dairy industry.
Yes.
If at all he want to do such things, he can give contract to his very own company.
Yes.
He don't need other broker or some third person kind of thing.
Yes, yes.
But Chandrababu Naidu Garu has never taken the dairy supply from his own company. But whereas the ghee or the other dairy products came from Uttarakhand.
Yes.
Like, are there no dairy production houses or no dairy farms in our Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka or Kerala?
There are many, but whoever he would like to give, he will give it. That's it. Otherwise,
I mean, the
I think
dairy
Nandini,
products
right?
coming from
Nandini, I think-
Uttarakhand.
Right, correct. Nandini, I think initially when Bob
Yeah.
was in Nandini dairy, I think.
Nandini was a good one.
Very good one, but why he was not given? Nandini was not given because of the commissions only by, TTD persons and in this Y.S. Jagan.
So, what would be the situation of Y.S. Jagan? I am not asking legally, sir.
Right.
Legally, he will be behind bars.
Behind
Nothing
bars.
more than that will be happening.
Yes.
He also got used to it because he was also. He also saw that things what will be happening inside the jail.
Correct.
He knows everything.
Yes.
But if at all he is being, if at all he will be proven culprit in this Laddu issue, how people would react? That's my doubt.
People will react heavily because see, he has devastated all the Hindus, all the Hindus especially, because every Hindu actually who is a vegetarian and like everyone, because the animal fat is not a small issue, it's a big issue. Definitely people will treat him a big lesson in the next elections, and his entire charishma or entire whatever is gone, it will be out.
In fact,
Because it's not only limited to Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, it is applicable to all over India.
from
Because
Kashmir to Kanyakumari,
because
from
the Laddu is-
Mumbai to Manipur.
Correct. Like Laddu is being going to from every parts of the country, even small parts of remote villages also. That is not at all acceptable.
In fact, even Jagan raised his walls in front of his house.
Correct.
What would be the situation if at all he is been culprit?
Definitely he has to go to jail. There is no doubt about that.
So this was our special discussion on Vallabhaneni Vamsi, Perni Nani and Kodal Nani's future. We hope law prevails and every person who committed crime in Andhra Pradesh and every person who is the reason for the backwardness of Andhra Pradesh, every person who is reason for the abusive language which is being widely spread in social media. We hope every person who is responsible for state economic collapse. Every person who is responsible for youth being addicted to drugs should be punished very hardly and should be kept behind the bars. This was our special discussion with Sridhar Merguji. For such important and interesting news, keep watching CVR English. Signing off, you are Srikar Tumala.